Of 147 laptops contains 7 defective laptops. How many possible choices of 6 laptops can be made? So we have a total of 147 laptops, and we want to choose 6 laptops. So the way we can find all possible choices is just doing a simple combination. From the 147, choose 6. So that's going to be 147 factorial over 6 factorial times 141 factorial. The nice thing is a bunch of a number is going to cancel, and what remains on the top is 147 times 146 all the way up to 142. The remaining gets canceled out from the 141 factorial. So when you multiply this out, you end up getting 12,638,413,788. Next question. How many of these possible selections will not contain any defective laptops? So think of this as defective laptops. There's 7 defective laptops, but you want to choose none of them. So there's 7, choose 0 for the defective laptops, which is just 1, so we can ignore it. And then there's 140 laptops remaining that are not defective. So from those 140, we want to choose 6 of them. So it's 140 choose 6, which is 140 factorial divided by 6 factorial times 134 factorial. That reduces to this, and you multiply it out, you end up getting 9,381,724,380. Okay. How many of the possible selections will contain at least one defective laptop? This one, we're going to look at the complement. So we're looking at all possible selections, but we're going to subtract it by all selections that have no defective laptops. So the first one represents all combinations of laptops, minus 140 represents the laptops that are not defective. So from the 140, we're going to choose 6. So think of this as like defective plus not defective equals the total. So this is like the total minus the non-defective will give us all combinations with at least one defective. So calculate this from the previous slides and subtract to get 3,256,689,408. Last question. How many of the possible selections will contain exactly one defective laptop? So this is a little different than the previous question. We're looking at least one defective. Now we're just saying we want exactly one. So recall that we have 7 defective. So from the 7 defective, you want to choose 1. So that's what this represents. And then there's 140 that are not defective, and we're going to choose the remaining from that pile. So we're going to choose 5 from that. So that gives us 7 factorial over 1 factorial times 6 factorial, multiplied by 100 factorial times 5 factorial times 135 factorial. Simplify, calculate to get 2,918,758,696 as our final answer.